Hello everyone. Welcome to this session in which we are going to talk about the latest changes announced in TISS 2020 examination pattern. There has been a lot of discussion, hoopla, anxiety, apprehension around this. I'll try to decode the changes in the examination pattern and probably try to help you out in calming your nerves so that you can get back your focus on the preparation. Now, first of all, let's have a quick overlook of the changes in the examination pattern. First and the most important change is that GK sectional cutoff has been introduced in the TISSNET examination, which is going to be 14 marks. So while verbal and cont are not going to have any cutoff, GK section is going to have a cutoff of 14 marks out of 40, and this is applicable for all the courses and not just HRM or ODCL, but all the courses at TISSNET will be having 14 marks as the cutoff of GK section. And hence, irrespective of the course you are applying for, you need to ensure that you score at least 14 marks in the GK section. Now, I do see a lot of people panicking about this. You don't need to worry because anyway, to score 55 60 plus in your examination, you had to score at least 20 marks in GK. So anyway, this is not a big cutoff. It's just 35% of the section, and hence not a big reason for any of you to panic. The other things about the examination pattern remain same for the other courses. When I say other courses, I refer to non-HRM and non-ODCL courses. Nothing in the examination pattern changes for the other courses except the fact that GK sectional cutoff has been introduced. Now, the changes which have been introduced for HRM and ODCL, they do have certain hints of paper for all the courses, which we will take up in the in next couple of minutes in this particular video. Major change in the examination pattern has been announced for HRM and ODCL courses only, which is a very critical change, and we would talk about it in another 30 seconds. Now, also, apart from the written examination process, the final selection process has been changed for all the courses out there, which we will be taking up in this video as we move forward. So remember that for the courses apart from HRM and ODCL, two changes are done. One, GK sectional cutoff has been introduced, which will be 14 marks. Second, final selection process has been changed for all the courses. When it comes to HRM and ODCL, apart from these two changes, that is GK sectional cutoff and the final selection process change, a new examination has been introduced as the part of the written examination for HRM and ODCL courses. This particular additional paper, which will be conducted on the same day of the TISSNET examination, is TISSMAT examination. It is named as TISSMAT. Now, TISSMAT will be conducted only for HRM and ODCL courses. It is not going to be conducted for any other course. So if you are applying for any other course apart from HRM and ODCL, you don't need to worry about TISSMAT examination. Now, what is TISSMAT? TISSMAT is an additional paper which will be conducted on the same day. It is going to consist of 45 questions to be attempted in 30 minutes. The marking scheme for TISSMAT is +1 for correct answer, minus 0.25 for incorrect answer. Now remember, negative marking is only introduced for TISSMAT. There is no negative marking for TISSNET. So if you are a non-HRM and a non-ODCL student, remember there is no negative marking for TISSNET. Even if you are appearing for HRM and ODCL, even for those people, TISSNET will not have any negative marking. Negative marking is only and only in TISSMAT, which is +1 and minus 0.25. TISSMAT examination is going to have three subsections. There is going to be no sectional cutoff. The three subsections of TISSMAT examination are reading comprehension, data interpretation, and business awareness. All the three sections are going to have 15 questions each. There is going to be no sectional cutoff, so you don't need to worry about the sectional cutoffs over here. Now, what is the expected level of TISSMAT? See, they have given you 30 minutes for 45 questions, which is approximately 40 seconds per question. Now they can't give you a very difficult paper or a moderate to difficult paper or a SNAP or a MAT level paper or a IFT level DI. I've been hearing these queries and these chats among a lot of students. No, you are not going to get that difficult a paper. This is a paper where they are giving you only 40 seconds per question, and hence no complicated calculations based DI, very easy RCs. The only thing to remember is the passages of the RCs will be management oriented or HR oriented. That does not mean that they're going to ask you the definitions of the technical terms in the RCs, but they want you to be able to read and comprehend the passages around management and HR stuff. And the third section, which is the business awareness section, it is going to be very easy. Once again, it's going to be a typical business awareness related GK with very few questions around HR stuff, but majorly focused on business awareness. That is how your TISSMAT paper is going to be. So all the discussions I have been seeing on WhatsApp groups or Facebook groups, or people messaging me around DI being very complicated, DI being of IFT level, or DI being of SNAP and MAT level, no, it is not going to be that case. Now, what this could mean for the TISSNET paper? Now, this also means that there is going to be no business awareness question in the GK section of TISSNET paper. The GK of TISSNET paper is going to be more oriented towards social and economic issues, as well as that the quant section is going to be very easy in TISSNET examination. So there are certain good things also which you can draw out of the fact that a separate paper is being designed for HRM and ODCL to test them at certain skills which majorly HRM and ODCL people would require once they get into the industry. Now let's have a quick comparison of the GK for TISSNET and TISSMAT. TISSNET GK is going to comprise of the typical topics like social and economic issues, Indian geography and Indian history. Now I have been getting a lot of queries that whether we need to study world history or not. No, you don't need to study world history. Only Indian history is going to come. Politics, science, technology, environment, sports, arts and culture, current affairs, books and authors is going to be your TISSNET GK section, while TISSMAT GK section is going to have business awareness. When I say business awareness, I basically refer to things like CEOs, taglines, logos, offices of companies, merger acquisitions, brand ambassadors, etc. Then there will be certain economy related questions. There will be HR related current affairs. That is how the TISSMAT business awareness section is going to be. Now, what are the changes in the final selection process? Now, till last year, TISSNET score was also considered for your final selection, but from this year, TISSNET score is not going to be considered for your final selection. It will only be considered for PIT and PI shortlist. Now remember that for all the courses of TISSNET, the PIT and PI shortlist is solely based on TISSNET score. Only on TISSNET score. There is no role of TISSMAT score even for HRM and ODCL students. They are taking TISSMAT on the TISSNET day, but TISSMAT score will only be considered for the final selection process. Your PIT and PI shortlist is only going to be based on the TISSNET score. So you need to score very high in TISSNET to get PIT and PI call, because TISSMAT will make no sense if you don't get the PIT and PI call. Now TISSMAT score will be considered at PIT and PI stage. For non-HRM or ODCL students, as I said, TISSNET weightage has been removed. It is only going to be PIT and PI weightage for final convert. It is 70:30 in terms of weightage for non-HRM ODCL students. For HRM ODCL, 30:40:30 is the weightage of TISSMAT, PIT and PI in the final selection process. Remember once again, TISSMAT has no role in getting you PIT and PI shortlist. PIT and PI shortlist, even for HRM ODCL students, will be solely based on TISSNET score. PIT for HRM and ODCL students will mostly be a group discussion. It will not be anything else but group discussion for HRM and ODCL. And for all other courses, it's a combination where they give you a short essay to write, a short passage to answer. So the PIT for other courses will remain the same as that it has been of last few years. So no major changes in PIT process for any of the courses out there. So this is all about the changes in the final selection process which you need to keep in mind. Now, how are we going to help you? Now, I understand that being the number one TISSNET coaching and being the first one to start TISSNET coaching 5 years back, it is our responsibility to help you out with TISSMAT, even if they have come up with the changes so late in the examination preparation cycle, we as the premium coaching, and the most successful coaching for TISSNET, owes this to all the aspirants who trust us for TISSNET to help you out with TISSMAT also. So we are going to provide you 10 mock tests for TISSMAT, which will be added in the TISSNET coaching courses and TISS mocks and GK course, as well as we are going to provide you with TISSMAT business awareness study material, which will once again be added to TISSNET coaching courses and TISS mocks and GK course. So if you are preparing with us, you don't need to worry about TISSMAT. You will be getting full length mocks for TISSMAT as well as the business awareness study material for TISSMAT. We are here to help you out as always with all the honest and dedicated efforts to ensure that you get the calls from the courses you are aiming for, and once you get the call, you also convert those calls. Now, if you are still preparing through some other sources and still not enrolled in the number one TISSNET coaching course, I will suggest all of you to enroll for TISSNET coaching course provided by us. I can guarantee you 70 plus score if you give us not 90 days now, just 50 to 55 days, and you follow the study plan which we are going to give you. You are going to ace the examination. The past results are on your screens with 137 final selections in TISS last year, which is highest across coachings. Even if you say you are preparing from some other sources, you can enroll for TISS mock test series and GK course combo, which will have 10 TISSMAT mocks as well as business awareness study material, apart from 20 full-length TISSNET mocks and 35 GK ebooks for TISSNET and all. Remember, we are going to add TISSMAT mocks only in two courses. One is TISSNET coaching course and one is TISS mocks and GK course. The individual GK course and the individual mock course will not get the additional material added. So if you are in TISS GK course or TISS only mocks course, you need to upgrade your course to TISS GK and mock test series course. In case of any doubts, feel free to WhatsApp us on the number on your screen. With this, we come to the end of this session. Do not forget to hit the bell icon on the top right hand side for subscribing to Career channel and to stay tuned for all the latest and the most useful information, most correct information, and the most official information for TISSNET. Do follow the channel, and in case you are still to download our MBA app from Android Play Store, do download the app today and you will get access to a lot of free videos, free tests and articles. Thank you everyone for joining for this video.